Oh man.
Hey, old man on the Mac crew. This is Tony Jones coming with another great episode. And I will say this has been my funnest episode trying to get going. But I'm awesome. But it's awesome, guys. I once again, guys, I appreciate you for everything you do out there. You know, all the support you guys been giving us out there with the merch, the support on all the platforms. Our downloads are going through the roof. So I'm excited, guys. But guys, I'm excited to have this man you see to my left, your right. I think it is. Man, I am excited about this guy. This guy, he's a gym owner out there, former pro MMA fighter. The guy's a personal trainer. This guy's got a life story that I'm fired up to hear. So this is going to be fun, guys. With that, I give you Jared Gahm. How you doing, brother?
Hello. It actually is game, but I get the last nod.
All that, man. We do all after all trying to get this thing set up.
I'm just gonna say I'm one stubborn old man at this point in my life because it's like our fifth time trying to connect. But I was not going to give up, man. I was at this point. The only way you say is, man, I need Small's help to win at this game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't giving up. This is where I'm a determined son of a bitch right now.
Man, I appreciate you putting up with all the whistles. We had a podcast get for what 3 hours ago. It's been that long.
3 hours ago, and also 2 weeks ago we tried twice. So this is like. Lucky
it's
number
insane.
5.
This is number 5, man. But I appreciate you more than you know, man. I really do, man. The patience you have. But brother, let's jump into this, man. You're out there in Illinois, and we all know how fun Illinois is.
Central Illinois, cornfield heaven.
Oh, straight up out there, man. But how'd you start this game, man? Before we jump into everything, I want to people to get a background for you. So how'd you start this game, man?
So, I'm not gonna lie. I grew up in a really small farm town. So I was 240 people, one stop sign, and I grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
So that's one of those like really small hick town. And then when I moved to Bloomington, I was
Hey brother, real quick, go to your left a slight bit, right in front of your logo. You're off to the side. There you are. You're center because you're off to the side. You're rolling to the side.
Yeah.
Right, continue. Sorry about that, man.
No, it's all good. So no, I'm from a small hick town, and then when I moved to Bloomington, everybody's State Farm, corporate America. So I was very different.
Yeah.
And I'm just an older guy now. Looking back, like I get why I got picked on, but I always loved like blood sport, best of the best. Like I was down determined to win that Kumite, boy. And then that was just one of those where I always loved like the Rocky montages.
Oh man, yeah.
So when I was 14 years old, my high school got a new weight room. And at that time, I had a football coach, and he was very big into weightlifting. And part-time, I found out he was a personal trainer. And I was like,
oh, snap.
You can get paid to teach people to be in a gym? I'm in. So this is no shit, is when I went and got my license, I also went to Gold's Gym right after I got a membership.
Nice.
So you could not tell me different that I was going to be a personal trainer. So I went to college for kinesiology, and I got my minor in I got my minor in nutrition and sports psychology.
Okay.
And then
before we go on, that nutrition, I want to jump on that before you go further. Nutrition has changed so much.
Oh,
you know, it's because I think it's more towards it's not like it used to be at all. So it's flipped. So have you seen that from what you studied to what it actually is out there now?
Yeah, so I'm going to give everybody a great example. So when I started personal training, you had to get your ACE certification.
Yep.
And that was the big hot one y'all had to get. So I actually got that when I was going to college to be a personal trainer.
Okay.
But now, and then after that, it was ISSA.
Yep.
That was the one everyone wanted. And now it's NASM.
Yep. So but it's weird how that flipped around like that.
Yeah, and also too for me is looking at this was the workouts that I did in high school, and now the athletes did about 10 years ago to now, and also to the nutrition. So for me, I'm a nerd. I absolutely love it, and for me too is like another interesting one for me is I got this kid Jack on the team. He's diabetic.
Okay.
And one of the things I told him, I was like, okay, well, bud, you're not going to be an asshole wrestler and cut weight because you need your blood sugar. So I make him, he has to be at a higher body fat. And that was with my nutritional background. So I was like, okay, well, what do you eat? Because I didn't know what he would need.
Right.
So for me, I was like, this is going to be cool, man. We're going to work it out together. And then also, too, the guys who are starting to work out, what do they need? So for me, like it's a different type of coaching that I get to provide because I have that educational background.
Right.
So it isn't, hey, just eat this.
Yeah.
Because I'm your coach and I say this, I'm like,
Right.
hey, do you know why?
That's good.
And there was even a kid, Logan. He's gonna love. I'm giving him shit about this, but no, he's he's probably my most explosive athlete,
Okay.
but he doesn't know much about nutrition. So what I do is when we go out to eat, I say, what's that you're eating right now? And I make him also order my meals. I'm like, what's this? Which one's a protein? Which one's a carb?
That's smart, man.
Yeah.
Education is, yeah.
And well, what it is I don't tell them what to do.
Yeah.
I ask them questions they have to answer.
So they're thinking for themselves, learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that way then too, when they're at grocery stores, they know the differences.
Okay.
And I just tell, and like I tell these broke college kids, totally been that guy.
Yep.
I'm
Same
like,
here, man. Was there.
yeah. I said, if you're a broke college kid, here's your meals: eggs, oatmeal for breakfast, 2 rotisserie chickens, bag of rice, green beans. You're
Okay.
good for a week, and you got $50. You're
There
good.
you go. There you go.
I says, like, if you're broke for a week, it'll get you by.
Yeah.
Get a couple different barbecue sauces, you're good. And that's like the type of coach that they get. It isn't just like, oh, keep your weight.
Yeah. What do I do?
What do you mean keep your weight?
Yeah, right. What do I do?
Speak English.
Right.
And also too, like, and I'm not trying to speak bad about this, but it's the truth. The dads that were wrestlers in the 80s and 70s.
Yeah.
You look at how they cut weight and how they did wrestling.
It was
and
insane.
Nowadays, yeah.
Insane.
And that's why I just say is like, listen, man, now that I'm responsible for your kids, no asshole wrestling cutting weight.
Yeah.
That's my rules.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so you don't have your guys like dropping those mad weights, 15 pounds in a day, trying to cut.
Beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
No, they don't get that option. Like if it's this is what I tell them. I said, there's every wrestler, the first term, he's not going to listen to me. He's going to test it. It's not going to go good.
Of course.
And that's okay. I said, okay. Did you learn? Yeah. And then the guys who were wrestlers that understood the difference, say, go talk to him.
Okay.
And because it isn't me telling him now, it's the guy who made the same mistake.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I go, what'd you talk to him about? I go, all right, cool. You did a good job.
Okay.
So because they're at our gym, there's that culture and that standard of you guys know what's right and wrong. You guys all get the big brother talks. And then I'm like, okay, he's gotten that big brother talk too, right?
Right.
Okay. So that way then it's kind of like that. There's leaders on the team. They know what it's like. They know
sense,
like, hey, man, we've made some mistakes. We've learned. It's okay. Hey, you made the same mistake. Cool.
Yeah.
It's all right,
That's cool, man. You created that whole environment.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So you have a lot of young guys in your gym, correct?
Yeah,
Youngish.
I do. I do. And that was one of those things is because I come from that athletic background. I come from that fight background.
Yeah.
I knew that I could build a fight team.
Gotcha.
I knew it was going to take time, but I knew I could build that first.
Gotcha.
And I knew, and you couldn't tell me different. I'm just a determined, motivated guy. And I was like, that's how I'm going to start. And I'm at that point now where we have 40 guys on the mats.
Oh,
and
nice.
We're running out. We ran out of space.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. But along with that is they're not coming in and they're just hammering each other.
Okay.
That's where there's structure. And also, too, they know, hey, he's new. You have to treat him right. What was your first day like?
Yeah.
As I'm very realistic. You see the cage in the back?
Yeah, I see that back there, man.
Yeah, that's scary, brother.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to go in that cage.
You walk in, it's scary.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So that's where we have the culture. We're like, yeah, man, we go hard. Like every practice, you're gonna sweat, but also too, it's a good place.
Okay.
You're gonna get worked hard, but it's good dudes here.
Gotcha.
And that's just how it is. Like you crack heads with each other, but afterwards, hey, good job, you got me. All right, man, I'll get you next round.
There you go. That's what it should be, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you start acting, we got no problem setting you straight.
Yeah.
But
But
at the same time,
sometimes you need that kind of enforcement, man.
but that's the thing is like if you don't act right, we don't want you because they all know the standards. And this is true story. This happened at my last gym and the one we're currently at. Somebody wasn't acting right. And I just said, I was like, are they acting stupid? And then like one of the leaders go, yeah. I said, okay, what am I going to tell you to do? They go, take care of it. I said, okay. And that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that guy, he just got worked. And it's like, no, you don't get to play now. You tried to act like an a-hole.
Yeah.
You're going to get treated like that. And after that, he's like, man, this is hard. I was like, yeah. I was like, come in and ask questions. Don't try to be the man your first day.
There you go. Exactly.
And that's all I have
put
to
out,
say.
man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
But but also too, with that being said, like, is it a tough gym? Yeah, absolutely. But also too, all my kids that are in college, they know the rules of you're here for school. School comes first.
There it is. Yeah. There it
So
is. Yeah.
I've never told them they have to text me if they're going to miss a practice,
Okay.
but they do.
Yeah.
And all I text back is school comes first.
There you go.
Nothing else.
There you go.
Yeah. And then when I meet the parents too, because I've had a couple guys, my mom, my dad, they're
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
they're not going to
Oh,
like
yeah.
it. I said, bring them here and you tell them that I want to meet them.
Yeah.
And they know, like, I went to college, I went to school. So I will tell the parents, listen, as I call the kid over, I'm like, hey, what do I tell you about school? And they give them, I was like, so right in front of mom, dad, say, yeah, and you know that if you fuck up, I can hurt you worse than your parents, right?
There
And
you
they're
go.
like, yeah. And I said, okay, cool, go train.
There you go.
And then
And
I
I
just
bet
look
the
at,
parents love that, don't they?
they are just like, and then Lily says, like, are you okay with me talking to your kid like that?
Yeah.
And the dads just shake my hand.
Oh, dads are all for it. Sometimes
Yeah.
moms get a little softer, but then again, yeah.
Well, and it's a little bit of both because I've had both
Yeah.
parents that they grew up in the era that we were fighting of. It was who's the toughest guy. This is a spectacle.
Yeah.
All these guys are ex-con. So I get it.
Yeah.
But then when they realize, oh, like this guy was fighting and he went to college. He, and a lot of the college kids too. We're all in a group chat.
Oh, cool.
So a lot of the college kids, if they need rides, I have kids like, hey, you're in this storm. Hey, get his number. You guys are friends now.
That's cool, man. Yes.
They don't get an option.
Yeah.
And then me and my girlfriend, we live 2 miles from campus.
Yeah.
There was one day I had 5 in my vehicle. She had 3.
Holy cow.
Drove them to practice.
Yeah.
We trained. And then she drove them back. They helped me staying clean. And then I drove the other ones back. So I was like,
yeah.
and then there's some days too, like all the other kids, like, oh, we'll get you. I'm like, cool.
Yeah. But
So
you know what? That
that's-
creates a great environment, so there's no excuses. You know what I mean?
No.
I can't get a ride, so I can't come. You guys kill all that.
Yeah, no, because we do have like freshmen because we are off campus.
Yeah.
There is a bus line, but I mean, it's bus. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
so-
one's a jump on that.
Yeah, so these kids will come here and they're like, "Oh, I don't have a car." I'm like, "Oh, what dorm?"
Yeah.
And I'll tell them, I'm like, "Hey, Mike, Vinny, get over here. That's your new buddy." I was like, "All right, what's your next excuse?"
There you go. You're killing
And
it.
I just what we fixed your only excuse is you don't have a ride.
Boom.
We got
Boom.
you. And then
Yeah.
I say too, like, "Hey, what's your major?"
Yeah.
All right, cool. Talk to him. He's your major, and he's an older guy. You just got a big brother on the team for 2
That's
reasons.
cool,
You got
man.
a ride, and you got a guy in the same thing.
That is
It's-
cool. Because you know,
Yeah.
especially doing all that in college, there's so much you can get distracted from trying to get in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got the girls, you got the parties,
yeah.
you got the everything.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I'm real with the guys too because it sounds like guys. I was in college too.
Yeah.
I was like, I worked at a bar for 10 years. I was like, what the fuck do you think I was like?
Exactly.
I was like, dude, I had curly hair. I was good looking. I worked at a bar. Like,
Come on, man. There
bro.
it is.
And that's what I tell them. I was like, listen, if you tell me you can't come, cool, I get it.
Yeah.
But then if I see on your Instagram you're doing cake stands, I'm just gonna tell you, hey, you lied to me and you're an asshole. You just could have said, hey, it's my boy's party. I'm gonna go drink a beer. And
Yeah,
I'd say,
and been done with
cool.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, because I said, like, I've done that too.
Yeah.
I am not the guy that's like, I'm not the gym where it's like, I own a gym, so I'm high and mighty.
No.
Like, they know, like, hey, even building this gym, like, I've fucked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And even like when we've brought on coaches, I didn't get to do very good as a gym owner to explain to the coach, hey, we need this, not this.
Gotcha.
There's some animosity. So I had to say, hey, listen, guys, I know you guys were thinking this coach was this, but actually, that's my fault.
Right. Right.
I messed up as a gym owner. And I says, like, guys, you guys are all 19 to 22. You guys
Yeah.
ever done something misunderstood?
Absolutely.
42, still learning.
Yeah.
It's okay. So that's where I'm not the coach that puts down on them. And I sounds like
That's
I'm not your
cool.
parent. I'm not your parent. I'm
Yeah.
your big brother. And also too, if you disappoint big brother,
Yeah.
that
Sometimes
shit
that's
hurts.
worse.
That shit hurts.
Yeah. That's
And
worse than the
that's,
parents,
yeah,
man.
but like what I do is I don't call them out in front of each other. I'll pull them aside, be like, hey man, let's talk.
Yeah.
And I just say like, it's big brother talk, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Because the thing is that's how I would have wanted to be talked to.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And there's
Yeah.
other ones that's like, okay, you little shit, listen. Like
Those
it's and
are
that,
the
and
better
yeah,
talk
but
sometimes.
that's the sports psychology background of knowing
Yeah.
how to coach people.
Yeah.
And I will always say this today that I am that emotional coach.
Yeah.
I am running up and down, yelling, pumping guys up, slapping hands, chest bumping. I'll trip a guy just for fun to fuck with them because he needs that. Like he needs to be piped
Yeah.
up. Okay, coach, come over and trip you, make you laugh.
Yeah,
Like
and break that tension, that nervousness.
and that's who we are.
Yeah, that's
Like
cool,
I'm a
man.
guy I've made mistakes in life. I've learned from them.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned as a gym owner. I've started programs, they've failed. I've started other businesses, I've failed.
Yeah.
I've done bad things in college. Like, you know,
We all have.
yeah,
Right?
and
Yeah.
that's the thing is,
Yeah.
if you think I'm that gym owner that thinks I'm the best, I'm not the best coach.
There you go.
I'm not. I never made it to the UFC.
Yeah.
I did. I've never won Pans or Worlds.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, though, I'll motivate your ass.
There you go. There you
We're
go.
going to have an awesome gym, and you're going to train hard, and you're going to want to run through a fucking brick wall for the guys that are your brothers.
That's right, man.
That's the gym we have.
Right.
That's the culture we set. If you want to be a part of this, cool. If you want to compete, awesome, cool. Let's get you with the guys.
Yeah.
If you want to be a part of it, but you don't want to compete, cool. But you're going to have a good time, and you're going to get in shape.
There you go.
And that's the thing. I was like, if you come here and you never want to compete, cool, but you better be a good teammate.
Nice.
You know the
Nice.
standards. That's it.
Let me ask you: are you competing against a college out there with their wrestling programs and that kind of stuff? If there is a wrestling program there.
Okay. So here's the thing. So we have a D3 college that just restarted their program.
Okay, gotcha.
So here's what's funny is, remember that guy I told you about? He was a diabetic and he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
His coach we kind of became buddies just because you give me a room full of people, I won't shut up.
That's cool.
And
That's cool, man.
he's now an assistant coach. A guy right down the road that works at Interstate Battery, Sean Reynolds, he's an amazing good. Like I actually look to him for coaching. Like
Okay.
I have gone to him and be like, Sean, I need your help as a coach. I want your opinion. And you know, he wrestled at U of I, so did his brothers. His dad's in charge of ISU of Illinois USA Wrestling.
Yeah.
He's down the road at the Battery Center, and
Okay.
he's a coach there too.
Nice.
So we have a lot of guys.
It's a small community.
It is, and I'm one of those guys of, hey, I want to get to know you. Hey, what can we do to help your program?
Yeah.
So and I understand that wrestling off season's a little hard because they don't want to get hurt. But I said, hey, if you want to come here, cool. It's available to you. If this isn't your thing, that's cool too.
Yeah.
It's around. There isn't any pressure. Like if college wrestlers need a place to roll off season, try something different, blow off some steam, come on in.
Come on in. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are looking for that, man. That's really good, man. Yeah.
And we always have Friday open gyms. Like Friday's always free. I do not charge at all.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I never will. And I so just come in, train hard, have fun, and don't be an asshole.
Hey, there you go, man. There you
Not
go.
that hard.
Yeah.
And again, that's just like I don't understand hey, be a part of our gym. We're friends, we're family. $20 to drop in.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 8 o'clock. Get the hell out of here, and I don't want to talk to you till the next practice.
To the next practice. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, like, no, the other night we were here until 9:15, just shooting the shit.
Nice.
We cleaned. We were just hanging out, talking about stuff, and that's okay. And like we have a big bay door, and you know we pop that open during the summer, get some skylight in. You know,
man.
UFC fights. Like the UFC, those are the best with us. Is we'll have a bunch of guys come up, train.
Yeah.
They go home, shower. We'll grill out, project the UFC on the wall.
That's cool, man. Create that great team atmosphere, man.
Yeah, it's just us just hanging out, bullshitting around, just having fun.
Man, whatever got you to be like that? You know, your story you were saying about nutritionists and everything, learning about nutrition and everything in college. What got you to have this kind of spirit of, you know, teamwork, camaraderie? That's that spirit of, hey, it's all family.
I think for what it was is when I was at the gym, I always had people like the gym's scary.
Yeah.
Like I see that's a candy land.
Yeah.
Like, I love the gym. It's for me that's my social outlet. That's where I'm comfortable.
Okay.
That's where I feel comfortable. So even when I used to run personal training departments to sell, you know, memberships, because I've been in the gym world since I was 20 years old.
Oh man.
And and that's where I've learned a lot of also too how to run a gym is I started to look back at, hey, when you worked at gyms and it was good culture, when it was a good team, that's when you had a lot of sales.
Yeah.
That's when you had a lot of personal training.
Yeah.
That's because it was a good culture.
And people want to be a part of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember like the gyms that I worked at where it was very corporate structure.
Yeah.
Wrong guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not corporate America. When it was a franchise owned, and especially like the local Gold's Gym,
Yeah.
and my buddy Mike was the PT boss, like that's his Instagram,
Yeah.
and I still talk to him for advice. Like, he still gives me guidance with this. Like, hey, I learned so much from him. What was the best part? Goals. It was the culture.
Yeah.
Like I could be there for 3 hours when I was injured and just
Wow.
hang out with people. Like I love that place.
Wow.
That's what it's like here.
Okay.
There's guys that are injured. Like I'm injured right now. I had bicep surgery 3 weeks ago.
Woo,
And
buddy.
yeah, but literally it just sucks not being here.
Yeah.
So
This is
even
your
though
home.
I can't train, like I'm here. Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is like I need this. And there's times when I was in the hospital for 10 days.
Oh,
And when I finally came back, and that was really rough for me. But
Yeah.
when I came back, I remember like I just need to be here. I went during the day. I just need the feel of the mats. I couldn't
That's
stop
cool, yeah.
touching gloves and pads. I was
oh
like, I
man,
need-
you
Oh,
need it.
for
That's part
10
of who
minutes,
you
I
are,
just
man.
I couldn't stop touching.
Man.
I just couldn't start crying my eyes out because like it was it was one of those things like I need this.
Yeah, that's part of who you were. So it's emotional for you. You
Yeah.
lost it for 10 days.
And also too with how much that this gym means to me personally now because it's June will be 5 years.
Okay.
And how much this means to me. I hate to say this, but it did take me being in that hospital, reflecting on the journey of this gym,
Yeah.
what it means to me, what the people means.
Yeah.
It was like so like really that part of my life where it was really stuff, and I'm still like working with finding out a lot of health things.
Yeah.
But it made me realize like, okay, you as a competitor, that door's closed. Like
Yeah.
it's
That's
like,
okay. You have to
yeah.
learn that
Now,
sometimes. Yeah.
I'm still part psycho, so I know I will still be. But I'm not going to be competing every month.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
And I at this part, my legacy in life is going to be a coach.
Okay.
So at this point, that same competitive fire. I mean, here's the thing: I never was the best athlete.
Yeah.
I never
get it.
was the best fighter in the room.
Yeah.
But I would talk the most shit, and you couldn't tell me that I wasn't the best one. You could not. You could not tell me I wasn't going to be the man that day. I wasn't going to whoop everybody's. And I'll still come in banged up, and I'll still talk shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I lost my tongue, I would learn sign language real quick.
There you go.
But now I take that with the gym, with being a coach.
Yeah.
How can I make these guys better?
I get
How
it,
can I
man.
make these guys good humans? And that so now like I have a different fire to be the best coach possible.
That is cool, man.
And with what we got going on, I'm probably about a year away from it's going to be full time.
Really?
Yeah,
Congratulations. That's really good, man.
Yeah, no, we did because let me tell you the gym story.
Yeah, man. I love this stuff, man.
Yeah. No, this is why I'm here. I mean, this is the part why I am here.
Yeah.
This is the part where I finally have that confidence. It took 5 years of I am on this earth to be a coach.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm going to win this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it, man.
I am not going to not win at being a coach.
Man, I love that, man.
And you can't tell me different. And I haven't had this since I was a kid. And I was going to be a personal trainer. Like, you can't be a personal trainer? I can't be a personal trainer?
Yeah.
Watch me.
Yeah.
And at this point, any of the haters who want to talk shit about me, speak fucking louder.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Let them go.
At this
Let 'em
point,
go.
at this point, like, please
Yeah.
talk shit because I'm going to win this thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I
at this
love it,
point-
man.
Because again, like when I was in the hospital, and again with the bicep surgery, this is how I looked at this: is during COVID lockdown.
Yeah.
Well, the best part is I have no family support in this.
Okay. Wow.
My family and my ex-wife and her family, they all talk shit about me building weights in my gym.
Yeah.
In my home. I had about 80 grand of work equipment in my garage.
Oh, man.
COVID lockdown, I was so cool in that block. I was popular, bro. I was popular, man. But what I did is I was like, there's a lot of people that are going to sit around and bitch complain.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to get better. So I went home and right away I locked myself in the office and I made a list. I am going to read a book a week. I am going to do cardio. I am going to lift. I am going to do this. Like I was going to be because at that time I was just a personal trainer.
Yeah.
I was coaching, but I was at another location.
Okay.
During COVID lockdown, what happened was my buddy Tommy Butler, and he is the man. Tommy Butler, he will always be my dude.
That's cool.
And when I was at Eastern, we were fighting together.
Okay.
So he was part of PSF. So he knows I'm psycho and I'm competitive.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Hey, Jared, you need to come down to Mattoon and get in a thing." So my marriage was downhill slope. So I
Yeah.
was like, "Cool," because she's gone for a week. So I was like,
So now you can go play.
I'm coming down, Tommy. So I drove an hour and a half, and I had just done a tournament in Chicago, and I got double gold.
Really?
No point scored on me. I was, man, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, I felt really good.
Yeah.
His grappling industry is a round robin, so you
Yeah,
got to
I
bring
know
it.
exactly. Yep.
So I went down there, and I'm a blue belt, and I had taken some time off to fight a couple of years. I just got back into it for 2 years, but I was like, I'm competing again. Let's go, feeling good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Go down, meet Tommy. First practice ever at PSF.
Yeah.
I got worked.
Oh man.
And he put me against the pros and the good guys because, again, Tommy knows how to work me, and I thank him because he knows what buttons to push.
Okay. Yeah.
So he called me out in front of everybody, and so I'm down there getting Shark Tanked.
Oh man.
And the guys he put me against, I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ran outside and puked.
Oh man.
And I had just won a tournament. And I was like,
what the hell?
I came back in. I was like, damn. And Tom was like, you okay? I was like, yeah, man, I lost it, but I'm good. He's like, you good? I was like, yeah. He goes, good. Get your ass back down.
Oh man.
And I was like, some bitch call me out.
Oh, I'll call you out again.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Ran outside and puked.
Oh man.
Came back in, and I didn't have to say nothing. I'm going.
You're going back down. Yeah.
I got outside again through 3.
3 times.
Yeah, and I just didn't have anything left. And
Yeah.
afterwards we got to see. I was like, what the fuck was that? Like,
Yeah.
I hadn't got worked like that since I was fighting.
Yeah.
And I missed it.
Wow.
There was something about that man on man that, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're bros.
Yeah.
My other gym, I wasn't getting that. I need that.
Gotcha.
I need it. I
Yeah.
do. I forgot I missed it.
Okay.
I needed that.
Gotcha.
I drove home an hour and a half just in silence.
just
And
reflecting.
the
Reflecting on
next
everything.
day, I was like, Tom, when did I come back?
Man.
So I started going there every other week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Wow.
Twice a week. COVID lockdown happened. Right? Ex-wife went gone for a week.
Yeah.
Tommy, what do I need to do to be a part of this? Because my coach locked down his gym.
Lockdown. Everybody was doing their own
And I
thing.
said,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
So I got keys to a gym, and we were practicing at night.
Oh,
10
man,
at night, secret meetings.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. I am that guy. And that's the thing is, I'm not afraid to say that. I'm that motherfucker that you said, shut down the gyms.
No.
We're going at night.
There you go.
Parking a block away, we're walking.
Yep.
And
Put
we
paper
did.
all over the windows. Cover up the windows. Let's go.
Yeah, so anything that Tommy taught me, I was coming back to Bloomington and teaching people.
Really?
And they were all like, hey, when the gym's open, can we just do this late night with you? We don't want to go back.
Oh man.
I was like,
wow.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's where you man up, step up. So I talked to Tommy. We worked it out. I went down to Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Stayed the whole weekend down the laundromat.
Okay.
And if you guys don't know, like Hillbilly Hammer,
Oh,
he was
man.
a purple belt living down there.
Yeah.
It was the start.
Wow.
And I just got worked that whole weekend. And they tried to get me out of there.
Try to
Every
push you out.
practice. Yeah, I was 38,
Yeah.
old man, and
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, and I was big. I was like 220 time. I was meathead big.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, no cardio. If I got inside, got a hold of you still this day, boy, you ain't going nowhere. And I get back. So down there, I didn't get that.
Oh,
I got work,
man.
and I didn't have a shot. So
Yeah.
I didn't have a shot at all. Like, I had a better chance of pissing a bottle of hot sauce.
Oh,
I didn't get
man.
anybody down there. I didn't have a chance.
Wow.
So after practice, I said, hey, guys, I'm going to get something to eat. And they were like, all right. Y'all want something? Because I'm the older guy. But I'm,
So,
you know,
yeah.
yeah. So I went and got some Mexican, just chicken, rice, and cheese, nothing else.
Yeah.
Came back. Like, oh, you came back. Like, yeah, that's y'all. So I was getting
Yeah, I
the
was
cold
coming back.
shoulder. Yeah, I was getting the cold shoulder. So I just went in the corner, ate,
Yeah.
read my books. I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
Slept. Next morning, hey, I'm going to get some coffee. And y'all want anything? Yeah, we'll see ya. Pricks. So I was not happy.
Yeah,
But I was
yeah.
like, but at the same time, I was like, I am not giving up.
Yeah.
You were not couldn't eat. So went to eat, came back, got whooped on, want lunch. Yeah, it just got repeated.
Yeah.
Finally, they were like, hey, you want to come eat with us. You know, you can shower instead of using a water bottle.
Yeah.
I would underwear, water bottle,
Bottles.
soap,
Yep.
2 bottles, rinse off. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's just a weekend with dudes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Guys don't care.
Yeah, yeah. So what? It's
Yeah.
cool. I'm a kid again.
Yeah.
So finally, I go over to Marshall's and Alejandro, and I'm closer with him, and he goes, "Oh, he stayed." And I was like, "What in the fuck are you like?" I was like, "What is that?" And this is what they told me is that a bunch of guys say they want to come, they stay a night and they dip.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Because they couldn't
made-
take the pressure. Yeah.
So the next day they do center matches.
Yeah.
Alejandro, hey, so I call him out. I ran out there.
Oh man.
Last double to him was real dumb because I never wrestled and he got me, but I wasn't afraid to get out there. So I talked to Heath. I said, you know, hey, I had a great time. I said, hey, I'm thinking about leaving my coach and a few of us, like 5.
Yeah.
Like me and 5 guys, we're thinking about starting our own thing. I was like, can we talk with you about some guidance? And he said, come down next weekend. I'll talk to you about it. And
Oh, that's cool.
or he said, come down and I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
And he walked away. And I said, I'll see you next weekend. Came
Yeah.
back next Sunday, brought 2 of my guys, and afterwards we talked, and we had a great conversation. And
Yeah.
how he was with his guys, that camaraderie that you were asking about,
Yeah.
it was there.
Gotcha.
It was there. You saw the love for each other, the hard grind, the go until you can't breathe.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was
Man.
amazing. It was an amazing weekend. If I would have known about that, or that was available when I graduated at Eastern Illinois, because that's only an hour and a half away,
Yeah.
I would have moved in. I would have sold everything, just moved in there.
Yeah.
Like it was incredible. So I knew that's what I needed.
Yeah.
I knew I could bring that here. It was just going to take time. So here's where the ballsiness starts. I started probably about 3 or 4 weeks after that. I started the gym using mats from Fuji competitions. I didn't even have mats, so they would drop them off at this big warehouse that we were running out, like kind of like a CrossFit facility.
Yeah.
And what we did is, they were dropped off Sunday. We had to put them down, and we got them Monday through Friday, so we only had 3 days a week practice.
Yeah.
Clean them, fold them. They were gone during the weekends. Bring back Monday. So I was starting the gym during COVID lockdown with borrowed mats.
Oh man. Oh.
And I was kind of like, you know what? This is gonna be really fun, or I'm gonna fuck it up. Either way, it's gonna be a good time. And that was
I'm
my
doing
mentality.
it.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
And here is the big thing for me is I will never forget. There is so many times that I put all those mats down by myself, and it took me an hour to put them down by myself.
How big a space was it?
It was big. I don't know, because like I didn't really measure. I was just
Yeah.
like, I got mats and a space. I'll figure it
You
out.
figure it out.
Like, I
Yeah.
was just,
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you the shit talking. And I was taking receipts, and it was.
Uh-huh.
I'm that guy. I thrive on that.
Yeah.
You talk shit about me. Oh,
Let's get this party started.
I won't remember. I'm gonna prove you wrong, boy. I can't. I lost count of times how many times it took me an hour to put those down.
Man.
No one showed.
Really?
Not a single person showed.
Wow.
It was over 10, and this is what I did. And I said, "You fucking remember this."
Yeah.
I would have to fold them, so I would double it up, pick it up over my head, and I went, "This is all going to be worth it."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would walk when I put it away. It's all going to be worth it. Flip. This is all going to be worth it. Put that away. It's all going to be worth it.
That's
Every
awesome.
time. And the first time I did, I said, "You do not be a bitch. You man up and you do this."
Wow.
I like this is where it's the difference from the guys who can't do it or not.
Right. Right.
So that was just, I was like, this is your story.
Yeah.
This is your story. What are you going to do? That like again, like I remembered that. I was like, I was not going to give up. No matter defeat.
Yeah.
We finally got some mats after 3 months.
Yeah.
And then here's the kicker. We put them down. It took forever for them to get here. Had them only a month, and then me trying to, hey, we have mats now.
Yeah.
Trying to help a high school wrestling team that wanted to like start some kind of like a program.
Yeah.
We only had them a month. They ruined the fucking mats.
Are you kidding me?
All the money that I had saved from the gym, the first money I had saved, I bought mats. I was like, I have my own mats.
Yeah.
1 month they're ruined. And those
Oh
guys
my
never
gosh.
paid me, never apologized.
Are you serious?
So here's the kicker.
Holy cow,
This
man.
the guy that came down with me down to Mount Vernon,
Yeah.
Maddox. He's the savior of the gym. We took 2 of the ruined mats and ran the gym out of his basement for 3 months.
Wow.
And
Holy
and at the time I had a broke elbow.
Oh, jeez,
So I have a
man.
broke elbow, running a gym, fresh out of COVID lockdown,
Man.
freshly divorced,
Man.
in a guy's basement. And during that time is when I started dating the girl that I'm with now. And that was where I wasn't in the right place. I wasn't a good boyfriend to her. Like
Yeah.
I was not in a right mental place, trying to run a gym with a broke elbow, running out of a guy's basement.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Every night, I not every night, but this happened for 4 months.
Yeah.
3 nights a week, I still rent there.
Wow.
And it was 2 strips. And this is where I'm kicking myself. I didn't have the balls to take pictures.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
have the confidence of what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this. I called Heath, and I was about to quit.
Yeah.
And he said, Jared, do you know what a gym is? I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's 4 walls in the ceiling.
Mm,
What makes the gym is what happens inside.
that's good stuff, man.
And every night, I went home. I was in my driveway, and I cried.
Wow.
I couldn't go in my house. I was crying because I wasn't being the coach I wanted. I wasn't providing.
Yeah.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, I still had that, what the fuck are you going to do? Like, this
Yeah.
is where you need to be a man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't believe some of the guys were still saving. I took money from the job I was working. I went and gave plasma. I was flipping weights. Like, I can't tell you, like, all the stuff I did.
Yeah.
Finally saved enough to get a storefront gym.
Yeah.
And these circles,
Oh, yeah.
I keep these for a reason. Our last gym was those 6 circles, 2 bathrooms, and a creepy hallway.
Okay. The creepy
But
hallway.
we had a gym.
Man,
We
you're
had
firing
a
me up,
fucking
man.
gym.
That's awesome.
We had those 6 circles. So whenever I need that, remember I have those 6 circles.
Yeah.
Now here's the other kicker: is the girl I'm with now, to be an amazing, amazing woman.
Yeah.
I was still back and forth with her, dealing with my divorce.
Yeah.
Still figuring out, am I even a good coach?
Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit, I made it look good. I made it look like I was confident, but I didn't.
But no one knew.
I did. No, oh no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. And I got MRSA in my knee.
What?
I was in the hospital. I almost lost my leg.
Are you serious?
I no
Wow.
shit. I was about to go to pants, but I really couldn't walk. I asked him, I was like, hey, can you just put a shot in that, and I'll go compete and I'll come back. And I was in a wheelchair saying that.
What?
Yeah. And they were like,
Man, wow.
they like, if you don't go to the hospital in probably about 2 days, you'd lose your leg. Any day after that, you'll probably die.
What?
So
Holy cow.
so I was there and there for 13 days, almost lost my leg.
Holy cow, man. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was wild.
Wow.
And then through all that, we had a hell of a time there too with all the stuff with the property owners. It was just a mess.
Wow.
Cried a bunch, tried to figure things out, but at the same time I was like, I still fucking believe.
You still believe.
I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
we can do this.
Yeah.
I just, there was something in me that just wasn't going to give up. All the people that talk shit, all the family members that said I couldn't do this.
Yeah.
Everybody, I was like, I'm not giving up on this.
Wow.
I still believe. I still believe in Heath. I still believe in time. Believe me. I was like, I'm gonna win this motherfucker.
Man.
But I still was crying. I still knew I wasn't becoming the coach I need to, because there still was that guy that you haven't won anything.
Yeah.
You're not in the youth. I was thinking I wasn't good enough coach because I hadn't won. I was the guy that was right there but couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally, when I was about to get this place, and this is where, again, the amazing culture of the gym, the amazing teammates I have, they give me this.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a smaller gym than this that I made every excuse why that was better, because I was scared of 2,000 feet.
Really?
I was scared. I was scared. I was so scared. I was like, this is huge.
Yeah.
You're not ready. You're not nobody.
Yeah.
For real. I was. And then this circle right here, I know exactly where we were at.
Oh,
I
man.
called my buddy Brendan, and I said, I need you to come look at this, Because you need that guy that you can call and he doesn't give a shit about your feelings. He's got to tell you
Tell
the
you the
truth.
truth. You need that. Yeah.
And
you
I need that guy. And
Yeah.
here's the thing. I am that guy. There is no filter. You know who I am.
That's cool.
But
That is cool.
also too, I need somebody like that.
Yeah.
Brendan's my guy for that. Right there. He went to the other one, and I was selling him. And I'm pretty good. I was selling. We literally walked in. He just took right there, and he goes, "Jared, you're being a fucking bitch. You need this place."
Wow.
His exact words, right there. And I said, "Okay, that's all I needed."
And you jumped in it.
And he thought it was bad. I was like, "No, Brendan, I needed that."
Yeah.
So I was still scared to get this place.
Yeah.
And we built this in 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I've never built a gym, never built a cage. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. We literally didn't know what I was doing. There was twice in 4 days, I only slept 6 hours.
Oh my God.
Because I was working third shift at a hospital security.
Yeah.
I would get off work, do some shit here, go home and sleep for like an hour or two, come back and do some more of this, coach, and then go back at work. And then repeat, and then I would crash. I'd crash like 10 hours. But this was my mentality. I was like, "Motherfucker, you've been tired before.
Yeah,
you can rest.
Yeah,
be a man."
Yeah,
I said this will work. And there's a few times I, freaked out about a few things.
Yeah.
There was one time like the bathroom. The funny story is the bathroom is. That was like one of the last things to do, and I got pissed off, and I just like, "Fuck this, we're finished this," and I just didn't give a shit, got it done. So people, like my girlfriend is like, I was like, you know something? If people don't join the gym because of how I painted the fucking ceiling of the bathroom, so it was kind of like funny, but I remember like I will never outgrow the 12,000 square feet of gym.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow, Tuesday will be the first. We've been there 16 months.
Yeah.
The other night we had 40 people on the mat, and that's becoming regular.
That's good stuff, man.
So here's the deal: we ran out of space.
Good problem to have.
So here's the thing is 70%, and I've studied this, 70% of businesses close after 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
June 6th, which is my best friend Ryan's birthday, will be 5 years. And I just signed a lease for a brand new 4,000 square foot gym.
Wow. Congratulations, brother. Wow.
I didn't even finish building this, and we doubled it.
Wow.
And so this is what's going on. This is like the whole purpose for the podcast is you guys have heard the stories, the ups and downs. I need help winning this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is that cool Rocky story from the Midwest. Went through a whole bunch of shit, found an amazing team.
Yeah.
Along that, I found an amazing woman. Along that, I've developed an amazing fucking team.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
This is what it is. Like these is used mats.
And
so what I'm trying and this is really what we're trying to do is along the line, like we have an amazing culture.
Yeah.
We have an amazing group of guys. I'm trying to provide the best fucking gym to provide champions in life.
There you go.
And that is what I'm fired up for. I want to make that my full-time gig.
I can see you're fired up, man. You fired me up, man. Holy cow.
This is one of those, like, I was scared of this place. I look at that one, 4,000 square feet, and I'm like, I'm going to fill this motherfucker up fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am not afraid.
Hell
We're
yeah.
going to win this son of a bitch.
Hell yeah.
I am like, you will not stop me now. I am a fucking goddamn force that's going to win this.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
And the thing is, too, I'm not winning for me.
Yeah.
I'm winning for that. I'm winning for Heath. I'm winning for Tommy. I'm winning for all the guys.
Everybody that came and helped you.
Because here's the thing is, I'm not, if I win Masters 4 Worlds, no one cares. That's cool for me.
Yeah.
No one's going to care if I win or if I lose the first round every year.
Yeah.
No one's going to care. As the coach, as the leader, I need to provide for them.
Right.
So what we're doing is we're going to have one side of nothing but jiu-jitsu mats.
Nice.
We're getting new mats. We're going to have cubbies. We're going to recreate this, but we're going to get new mats.
Man.
So this is what we're doing is, again, I'm winging it every day. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We're going to do a GoFundMe page.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing that this week. And also, too, we're going to have events. Michael Pixley, ADCC legend,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
dropped
Yeah.
Marigali.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing what he did. He's going to come up here. I'm working with him. He's going to do a seminar to help raise money for the mats.
That's good shit, man.
So this is what I'm doing is the jiu-jitsu community.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of good people.
Oh, absolutely.
They are.
Yeah.
People understand this kind of cool Rocky story of during COVID, everybody said, you can't train.
Right.
You're going to tell me not to train? Watch me. I'm opening a gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
Along the way, how many people have changed me because I wanted to help them? I couldn't have done that any other way.
Yeah.
This gym has helped me heal from my past. It's helped so many people.
Yeah.
So I'm asking people to help us donate to get new mats. My plan is to have 2,500 square feet of mats.
Nice.
And help me help more people.
There you go. There you go.
That's what I want. Is I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to be rich. I'm trying to help people.
There you go, man.
I'm trying to use a good gym.
Yeah.
Where people can get better. We have businesses here, business owners that are helping people. I've had a couple kids get jobs through teammates here.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, I'll give another great example. There's this kid he came here at 18 years old from Mexico.
Yeah.
Doesn't speak English.
Nothing.
No.
Wow.
This is the first time he's ever seen snow. He only had sandals.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So I found out, I didn't know this, but in our city, and we have 180,000 people, there's different cultures that have kind of sectors of this. So the Latin American culture in our town, they know that our gym's the one where you go to. And I didn't know that till Junior came here. Yeah. And every single class, I realized that we had a student that was bilingual. So he always is next to somebody.
Yeah.
But what we did too is I was like, hey, I'm going to make sure we got him the winter clothes and, boots. Like we got stuff okay. And we got him a job.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't know how to do any of that if it wasn't for the team.
Exactly. For the environment you created there. That's right, man.
And we got a couple teammates that helped him with that job.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that stuff, man.
And you're saying, I can't cook authentic food for this young man. So what I did is say, hey, me and Sabina, we're giving him rides. I'm providing him with a place and a job.
Yeah. You
guys take him home.
That's cool.
Bring him over for dinner every once in a while so he remembers what home's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of those things I couldn't imagine being 18 years old, not speaking a language and just
a whole nother country. Yeah.
Wow. There was a lot, and I've made some dumb decisions at 18.
Yeah.
Boy. So
that's crazy.
And we had to be like, okay, in America, this is different than when you're in. He didn't understand some of that. So I'm glad we helped an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
That didn't speak English. Never in my wildest dreams would I thought that.
Yeah.
And then there's other kids that I'm like, oh my God, you are just like me. And I was like, let me kind of give you some guidance. And I'm like, what would have happened if I would have gotten talked to like that?
Oh yeah.
So the gym isn't just a bunch of bad motherfuckers, but we got a lot of those too. We bang, don't we get after it, yeah. But also too, it's, hey man, how's life going?
Well, everybody started somewhere, man. Everybody needed somebody. Everybody started somewhere, man. Yeah. So tell me your story. I mean, where you grew up. I want to know that. And I think everyone wants to know. What sparked you when you wanted to get in martial arts? Was it I got beat up as a kid? Some guy smacked me?
I was a skinny, nerdy kid that got picked on.
Yeah.
No other way to say I was a skinny, nerdy kid got picked on. And then when I was watching Rocky, Best of the Best, you see those guys working out. So what it was is I went and I got a bunch of workout equipment. Okay. That's when I was dumpster diving, getting weights. Yeah, I got weights. I did that all the time.
Yeah,
I literally started getting a weight room in my parents' basement when I was in grade school.
Oh man!
So I was mimicking the montages.
Yeah.
I was working out. Kid that picked on me. Take care of business, boy.
There you go. Hey, that's it, man. That's all we knew back then.
Yeah, and that was okay to do.
Yeah.
And then just with the weight room, got into some boxing.
Yeah.
And then from boxing, after that, I got out of it. And then when I was going back, and I'll say this too, this is where fighting saved me.
Okay.
To help with the backstory. So don't worry, the grade school stuff, the real part that helped me, there's a year in my life I was a piece of shit. I will honestly admit that. I smoked a pack a day, drank cakes of beer.
Man.
And I got a DUI. Jared fucked up. Welcome to
Yeah.
America.
Right. Who has it?
It's my story.
Yeah.
I messed up. That was the best thing for me.
Yeah.
After that, I was looking at who I was hanging around with. Who was my people?
Yeah.
Man, at that time, like all of us had DUIs. Like I was the last one. Like, what are you
You
doing?
knew it was going to happen because that's who you hung
Right?
around
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
It was just. Well, me too. This is also a little bit of. I don't have DUI. I got you guys.
Yeah.
I had people's back. I had the wrong people.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I was around the wrong
But you had to
people.
learn. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually got my ass back in the gym.
Man.
I started lifting again. A guy that had wrestled, as a buddy of mine, he got knocked out his first 2 MMA fights. He knew I had boxed.
Yeah.
So I started showing some moves. Went and watched that fight. I was like, I want to do that. 2 months later, signed up and did an MMA fight. Got lucky, dropped the guy in 19 seconds.
Oh, man.
After that, I was like, how do we go pro? Because I had to pay the guy $50 to fight me. He didn't want to fight me.
Oh, my God.
I paid him $50. Yeah, swear to God. So then my dumb ass went pro.
Man.
I didn't know the rounds went up.
Yeah.
I didn't have any guidance. That what you didn't matter. They were
just
still
jumped in and ran with it.
pulling Joes out of the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I took an MMA class. Or a grappling. I took a jiu-jitsu class after 2 months.
Oh, wow.
So I trained, and that's when I moved to Champaign.
Okay.
That's an hour away from us. I need to get away.
Yeah.
And that's when, I took off. I was back at another Gold's gym.
Yeah.
So you see, I was still in the gym world. So I was a personal trainer.
Yeah.
I bounced at night, and I was fighting.
Yeah.
And that was my life. But that's what I needed. And when I knew I had a fight come out, tournament, I was not drinking.
Okay.
I was focused. I want a guy that I need to be focused. And at the Golds in Champaign, same thing. There's a bunch of good dudes. Like we used to meet on Wednesday at midnight and work out.
Oh, man.
Like you would take a nap just so you could take pre-workout to go work out at midnight with your buddies. Yeah, and then we would go to this diner, and Marianne's Diner, we would eat.
Man.
And so like that camaraderie is what we did. And then at the time, Kyle Watson, who fought in the UFC, Dan Hornbuckle, who fought in Bellator, they were all. Kyle was a purple belt. Jeff Serafin was a purple belt. Dan Hornbuckle, I saw his first amateur fight, his 1-on-1 amateur fight. I was there. I just started. So we all hung out. We worked out. We watched UFC fights. It was amazing. I loved that camaraderie.
Yeah.
And then I went to Eastern to finish college, and that's when I met Tommy.
Yeah.
And Tommy and me became buddies. Ryan Thomas was down there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of good dudes down there
that came through your ranks, man.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we trained. It was behind a workouts thing. We didn't have mats. We had carpet.
Oh.
We had concrete walls. One of the ring had a little dip in it, so you rolled the ankle. Like it's an old barn door. So if our fans was our AC, 2 fans. We had space heaters during the winter. Like you were there because you wanted to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Down
loved
and
it.
dirty. Yeah,
I loved it. There wasn't social media back then.
Yeah.
There was the UFC once every 2 months. Like you were there because you wanted to train.
Yeah.
But part with me being like the culture setter is I talked to my buddy about this the other night is, even like when I was at the gym, hey, you guys want to come hang out? Let's work out.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do a big leg workout. Let's all go and eat all you can eat wings at Hooters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I was working at the bar, hey, I'm bartending. Everybody come see me at this bar.
Yeah.
So I realized I was the guy that I thrived around people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I needed my people to be around me. And I still was psychotically competitive.
Yeah.
Like, again, like I wasn't the best fighter in the room. I was the best jiu guy. I was the guy that gave the best guy in the room a hard round.
Okay. Nice.
And I was the hard ass. I was like, motherfucker, I'm getting you today.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I was still going to keep coming because I wanted to be there. Yeah. I wanted to be around that.
Wow.
And that's when like that transition from me getting hurt at this point in my life of, yeah, man, you know how to set the room. You know how to dictate the pace of a room. And that's the truth. It didn't matter where I went. I love to be around people.
Yeah.
Like my girlfriend and I will be around, and I get all the time that I look like Batista.
You
so
do.
I get that. I do.
You do.
So whenever I do that, well, if he's watching, if you need a stunt double,
you're the guy.
If you need to just be a bad guy for like one line, I mean, just one smart ass line with you, I'm good. But even that, like, I'll be walking by, it's like, dude, like Batista, I'm like, yeah, he's my cousin, and I keep walking. But then, like, I'll take pictures with people. Like, yeah, tag him in it. He'll respond. Like,
Oh
just
my God.
why not?
Right,
But like,
right.
that's the thing. Like, you put me anywhere, I'll make people laugh and have fun.
That's good
That's
stuff,
who I
man.
am.
Yeah.
And so that's one of those things when I look at what's my gym going to be like?
Yeah.
And that was the first struggle a couple of years is what kind of a coach am I? I
Gotcha.
didn't know what kind of coach that was. Now I know who I am.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know like I'm confident in this. Like am I a guy who's going to compete in ADC or can teach you how to go to ADCC right now? No.
Yeah.
But will I provide that environment down the line? Oh yeah.
Yeah. You'll get
This
there.
is the
Hell yeah.
start. Yeah, I mean, we under 5 years, we're growing, we're learning.
Yeah.
But knowing how to do that environment from athletics, from the gym, working at the bar, when I used to manage supplement stores, it didn't matter. I knew how to set an environment. And I realized I just want to be around good people.
Yeah.
I'm a better person when I got this. And I know good dudes got my back. I know my girls got my back.
Yeah.
I know my dogs are going to love me. I know my coach is a badass that loves me. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it takes time to realize that's what you need.
That's cool.
I'm
Man.
going to always provide that because at this point in life, I'm happy and no one's going to fuck with that.
Yeah. Your peace. You have peace.
Yeah.
Now. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's one of those things is like people look at this like, oh, you're teaching people how to fight and how to do violence. Be like, do you know how good these people are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this was my big thing is fighting something that I do, but that's not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what our
Gotcha.
gym is. We are a fight gym. We're a fight competitive gym, but we're a bunch of good dudes.
Yeah.
A bunch of good people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our slogan too is the realest in the 309. We're the realest gym in the 309. That's our area code.
That's cool, man.
So you can take that as, and I know I piss some people off. Speak louder.
And right?
Talk louder if you're pissed off about that.
Yeah.
The realest gym in the 309, we're a real fight team.
Yeah.
But we're a bunch of real people that will care about you. You're going to be a better person when you're around us. And so you can take that however you want when we say we're the realest in the 309. What's
that's
the
good,
realest
man.
gym to you? Show up and find out.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it the realest competitive gym? If that is to you, cool. Is it the realest gym because of the people? Come find out. Is it the realest gym because of this and that? Just come find out.
Yeah.
And the thing is, y'all always say this. Chris Briner, he said that. I wasn't smart enough to say it. I sure as shit stole it from
There
him.
you go.
Yeah, one of my students said that, and I was on Thanksgiving. Every holiday they get individual text.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they get their name, and I said, Chris Briner, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're eating good. Love you, buddy. And he just got his blue belt.
Nice.
And he
nice.
responded, thanks for having the realest gym in 309.
Wow.
And I said, I love that. I'm stealing that.
That is cool, man. The realest
So,
gym in
at
309.
the 309. So
Yeah.
at our new gym, we're gonna have right in the front, we're gonna have the logo, and I am putting the realest gym of 309, Chris Briner.
Nice.
He is getting credit for that.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
Good
and that's
stuff,
one of those
man.
things of my students said that about the gym. I did something right.
Yeah, you did something right.
And the thing I'm always gonna say, Heath did a lot of things right. Tommy did a lot of things right. I followed them.
Nice, man.
And no one will tell me different.
Wow.
Because that's the thing. That's where the environment that Tommy has, that's what I wanted.
There you go.
The environment Heath had, the gym he wants, the coach that he is, that's what I want.
Yeah.
And that's what I bring here. Heath coaches differently. He has a different personality.
Yeah.
Tommy is stoic. He doesn't talk as much as me. And I am the shit talker, running around, doing front flips on people. Like at 42, I'll still front flip on you.
Oh my.
Like, I will do shit.
Oh man.
But that's me, and they say that's Jared.
Yeah.
Like, that's who he is. But he's still going to care and love on you, and he's going to get you there.
Yeah.
We just coach differently, but we still like love on our guys. And that's what I love about it.
Yeah. Everybody needs something different.
It's amazing, yeah. And that's just, and that's the thing. If you want to be part of a gym, dude, there's so many gyms out there.
Oh, there's tons of gyms everywhere, man.
So many, yeah.
Everywhere.
Like anywhere you go, like there's 5 gyms in our town right now.
Yeah.
And I tell people, go to every single one.
Yeah.
I tell people, like, I'm a shitty business owner. Go to every one. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Whichever one you like, everybody that you hang out with, like, are these the guys that flat tire, come get me?
Yeah.
Hey, me and my girl got in a fight. Can I crash on your couch? Hey,
Yeah.
the girl's gone. Can we go grab a bite to eat, hang out a movie? That's the gym you go to.
That's
Because
the one. Yeah.
if you've never done jiu-jitsu, you're gonna lose.
Oh yeah.
You're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
learn something,
Yeah.
and you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Make sure the people you like are beating you up.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
so Tony, you've had a job that
Yeah.
you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
I got to work with that guy.
Yep. Yep. We've
You
all
want to get
been
beat
there.
up by that? You got to be like, fuck, that guy's here, and I got to beat up by him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if somebody's being a prick,
And it's like, yeah.
and that's where and there's two like totally poster boy. I came in here and I had a bad day.
Yeah.
But I know how to control it. If somebody comes and had a bad day, I said, "Hey, are you having a bad day?" And I can
You can see it. You know what's going on. Yeah.
Cause I know them because I coached them. I said, "Hey, are you having a bad day?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, get it out, but act right."
There you go. Let it.
And then I walk away.
Yeah.
This is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'll be first to admit, have I had a bad time when I was a younger man?
Yeah.
And hey, I'm having a bad night. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna drink. Did something stupid?
Yeah.
Have.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I love is when a guy has called me at 11 and said he's had an issue, girlfriend, this and that. Can I come to the gym?
Yeah.
Keys under the mat, go there, stay the night there.
There you go, man. Yeah.
I've had kids come to my house in the middle of the night. I give them a key to the gym. I said, if I'm giving you this key, then you're staying the night there.
There you go. Yeah.
So you don't do anything stupid.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would rather them be at the gym unattended, just them, because it's safe.
Yes.
Any day of the week. And that's where, again, I'm going to have another gym. I want to help more guys like that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and they know. Like, if you've been to the gym 2 weeks, you call me in the middle of the night, I'm going to cuss you out. Like, you ain't going to like.
Yeah, but you're still going to come get them.
If you've been a part of the gym and you've proved that you want to be a part of this and you understand the staying in the gym and you have a bad time, you call me.
Yeah.
You call one of the guys. That's the kind of gym we are.
Yeah.
But also too, when we go compete, we're gonna bring some hell and fire.
So
But if you ever went down to Mount Vernon,
yeah,
that's how it is there. You go down there, you get loved on by those guys on the match, you get whooped on. Afterwards, they're gonna love on you some more and ask when you're gonna come back.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Again, that's what our gym is.
Yeah.
That's the kind of coach I am. I'm gonna be playing loud music. We're going to be running around screaming. You're going to be called a motherfucker. You're going to go train the cage.
Yeah.
But you're going to get loved on.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that. They want their gym, you guys to wear the same uniform. You guys bow. It's a strict, and that's okay. That's okay. People need that too.
Yeah.
I'm just not your guy.
Yeah.
If you need that, hey, that's cool. Go down to my buddy's gym, and that's what he does. There's two other jiu-jitsu gyms, amazing guys. If you want their style, hey, cool, go there.
Yeah.
If you want a boxing gym, the boxing gym in town, he started with us. We're good friends. In 2 weeks, I'm actually doing security at his boxing thing, and my girlfriend's taking the pictures.
Nice.
He started with us, branched off.
Yeah.
He's a father, 4 kids, goes to church.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Go help people.
Yeah.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
We played softball against each other, and we won. We won.
See what throw that in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I mean, but that's
good shit, man. I love it.
I mean, even with me being competitive, like I want him to win because he's a good person.
Yeah.
I will help his gym out anyway because he's a good person.
Yeah.
And that's I think that is why him and I have such a successful gyms in this town is how can we help people?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, now is my time where I'm asking people to help me help more people because brand new mats, they're not cheap.
They ain't cheap,
but
brother.
also at the same time, I believe that we've done a good job of providing a good place.
Yeah.
And in the end, people do want to help.
Oh, people want to help all the time. You got to give them the right environment.
You just got to ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And if people, and I know people are going, what's the money going towards?
Yeah.
If you come to the gym, why don't you meet the people that are here? Because it's going towards them.
Yeah.
It's going towards a better gym. Like, again, this is all used mats that we made in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have 2 months to build an amazing gym.
That's cool, man.
I want to do it right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I'm asking for help to help us get the mats to do right.
What's your opening date for the new place?
So this is kind of what's cool. This is what we're doing this. The plan is the first weekend of October.
Okay. Yeah.
And part of the reason is because this is odd enough is when we were homeless, we're in October.
Yeah.
That's my birthday month.
Oh, there you go.
It's my girlfriend's birthday month and our anniversary.
Oh, man.
And then when we built this, after we had built it, we only had 1 month, and then we went on again. So now with this new one, this is the third time. So I was like, okay, this is the last time.
Yeah.
I said, let me just be a pain in the ass this summer of building this.
Yeah.
But we're ready. We're gonna have 3 months. Like we're planning now. We're fundraising.
Yeah.
So it's again, and also too, like I had 6 weeks to buy, build, do all this. And I know what I'm doing. Now I have more time.
Yeah.
But the plan is first week of October, and then after that, we're going on a week-long vacation, and my phone's getting turned. I'm like, guys, listen, I built this for you for a week.
Shut it down sometime, man. Yeah.
Leave me alone. I'm going to be in the mountains with my girl. Just leave me alone.
You got to shut it down, so you're right, brother.
Yeah, but our plan is starting actually in May. We're going to do some type of fundraiser with the gym every month.
Okay, cool.
First weekend of October is the grand opening, brand new PSF Bloomington. So
yeah,
it's exciting because after 5 years, like I thought this was the end all beer. Then after 5 years, it's like, man, it's a real life changing thing.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I never gave up.
That's cool,
the truth.
Man.
When I
look
back,
if you would have given up, you know how many guys you wouldn't have helped, man. Wouldn't have had your help. That's crazy.
That's what keeps me up at night is, and this is the truth, the ones I didn't help.
Yeah, wow.
That's what bothers me is who didn't I help, or when I was learning as a coach, who could I have coached better?
Yeah,
and that's when I think about that, I don't think about my wins or losses. It's who could I have been a better coach to?
Yeah, man. Well,
that's really is what bothers me at night is if I know somebody's having a bad night, it's like, what could I have done better as a coach?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And that's when I knew you don't give a shit about your wins losses anymore.
Yeah.
Because I do all my medals, they're in a shoebox in a closet.
There you go. You don't know where they are, man, right?
A $3 freaking like no one's gonna remember me for my wins. Because it's the truth. It's being self-aware.
Yeah.
I wasn't a world-class competitor. I wasn't that guy. But I can be the guy that coaches world-class competitors by having a good gym.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the Tom Brady era, the 85 Bears.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I'm with you, brother.
You look at all the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
The locker room won it.
Oh, absolutely.
They played for the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll be damned if I'm not playing for the team.
Exactly.
These guys will play. And again, I know that's my strength, and I want to put all my effort into helping more people, and it's by getting a bigger gym with more good people.
Wow, man.
And like I said, it's the guys that come in and I want to make money. You're doing it for the wrong reason, bro.
No, the money will come if you do the right thing. That's how I believe. You do the right thing, money will always follow it. That's exactly how I believe.
And that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to teach these kids too. Is like, was there struggle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I fuck up? Oh yeah. Was there? And again, was it a lot of adversity?
Yeah.
Like when you look down at the very basics of what this gym has overcame.
Yeah.
And during that time, we shouldn't be here.
I get it, brother.
We shouldn't.
Yeah. I get it.
And at this point, I'm not gonna fucking lose.
Yeah, brother.
I'm not at this point. I was like, I am so determined that I know what to do that I'm not gonna derail. It's just what you've been doing works.
Yeah.
You failed, you've came back. You failed, you came back. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that's awesome, man. It fires me up, man.
Well, and my best friend, and he's my best friend since 7th grade. You know, I still have to go to him. Like I have my guys that they're on my panel.
Yeah.
Like Brendan's on my panel, Ryan's on my panel, and I got a couple others.
Yeah.
And my best friend, I called him. It's the 7th grade. Like, so he knows everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm thinking about Dublin. I'm thinking about doing this. Like, I'm kind of scared. And he's like, Jared, I am not going to fucking doubt you anymore. Anything you say to do, you just go do it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not doubting you anymore. Every time you say you're going to do something, somehow you do it. That's go.
Good shit, man.
And I was kind of like, yeah, I'm being a little bitch. I need to, yeah. And I tell the guys like, dude, I was having my bitch voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all compete. You've had a bitch voice. Don't tell me you haven't. We all have.
Yeah.
As a coach, I was having that. I needed my guys to tell me that, and that's okay. And some of the guys, they get the big brother talk.
Yeah, man.
It's cool. We're that gym. So,
Man, that's awesome, man. You
yeah.
know, listen, man, your stuff, your stories. I'm sitting here fired up, man. Sitting there, I don't know if you saw me. I was trying to keep my hands out of the camera because I'm trying to take notes. I'm like writing stuff down. Well, man, this is good stuff, man. You know, before we get you out of here, man, listen, tell us everything about you, where they can find you, all your contact information, because I
Yeah.
think people need to know that because they really need to reach out to you, man.
No, I appreciate that because that's kind of stuff I'm, learning as a
Yeah,
business owner.
yeah,
So if you want to follow us, Instagram, PSF underscore legacy.
gotcha.
And that's our Instagram. Facebook is PSF Legacy. And then my Facebook is Jared Gahm. And then my Instagram is training underscore for my legacy. You see the pattern?
Yeah, I like it. I like it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And then we have a website. Tomorrow is when I am working on the GoFundMe page.
All right, man.
Because it comes along with this too. Right now, I'm out of work. I tore my bicep at
Dude,
work.
what happened there? What was happening? You was fighting somebody or no?
Yeah, so I do security at a hospital.
Yeah,
So there's certain things I can't say, but let's just
got it.
understand with my background, if you got to take care of business, who's going to go first?
Right, right, right.
I got hurt at work. And that's
Gotcha.
kind of taking care of business,
Yep.
protecting people.
Yeah, yeah.
But along with this, and this is like how this is a good power way to end. There's no other way to say this is at my work at the hospital, I'm tired of seeing dead bodies.
Mm,
I'm tired of having
Yeah.
to fight people that are on drugs.
yeah,
I'd rather be helping people
Exactly.
that want help and need help like this. So that's what I'm doing is I'm trying to win at this,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to help my mental health by being here and helping other people.
that's
So I
awesome,
mean
man.
that's my motivation
Man,
is to help people and not have to go see that every day.
yeah, yeah,
I mean that's reality. That's my reality. I'm trying to make a better story for myself and other people. And I'm
exactly.
asking people to help me win. And you can't be more blunt about that. Like
Simple.
this is a real story.
Simple, man.
Yeah.
Well, dude, as soon as you get that GoFundMe up, shoot me that link, man, so I
I'm
can
gonna
put
send
that
it.
out for people. I think you have a story. I think you have a cause. That's the biggest thing. I think your cause. We need more of that in today's day and age, man, because we really do, man. And I appreciate
Yeah.
the sacrifice you've gone through and the stuff you're trying to do for our youth and everybody else coming up, man.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And the other thing people can do too is just share this story.
Yeah.
At this time when I'm not working, if there's more podcasts that people want to talk to me and hear this story,
Yeah.
I'll tell it. I'm not afraid to tell this story. I'm not afraid to be if you think this is a bad story and I'm full of shit, speak louder.
I love that, man. I
Tell all your
love
friends.
that.
Tell your friends it's bullshit. Do it.
I love that, brother.
Yeah. People that love this story, share it too.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as it's shared, I don't care in what context.
There you
And
go.
if they want to discuss it, come talk to me and see the gym, see the guys, and you'll see the truth.
Awesome, brother.
And I'm not afraid to do that.
Awesome. Awesome. We need more guys like you, brother. Brother, I appreciate you more than you know, man. Thanks again for, 5 times us trying to do this? It was
There's
worth
5
it.
more, man. Come back. I'm telling you what.
It was worth it, brother, and I will have you back. I want to get you back on here. I want to see your new gym. I want to see all the stuff that's happening, my brother.
We'll definitely stay in touch, my
My
friend.
brother, I appreciate you more than you know, man. You take care of yourself out there. We'll be talking soon.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Take care.
Yep.
Oh, man.